All right, it's official. We're now beginning. I'm going to introduce the gentleman who's going to be introducing me, although he should need no introduction because, after all, he is Klisk!
I love you too, hey lass. So, this is Andrew WK. I think we all know that. He's here to party, and the most... Not only is it exciting to have him here, and not only is it an honor to have him here, I don't think there's anyone we could have chosen that really has the spirit of friendship is magic as much as this man right here.
Wow. Wow.
That and he just parties hard, so what are you going to say? Andrew?
Yes, thank you. And once again, thank you to Klisk and everyone at Canterlot Gardens for inviting me. It was a while ago. Like almost 6 months ago?
Yeah, it was about 6 months ago, and I asked you, and it just was like, totally.
Oh, yeah, there was never a doubt that I would go, but you have to be invited to be on a panel, and again, it really means a lot to me, considering that I would never have expected to have been invited, and I'm very humbled by it. I can already say I've spoken at a lot of panels, at Comic-Con in San Diego, at the South by Southwest Music Festival, CMJ. This is the most people I've ever had at any panel. So, well done. I'm going to talk about partying. And it's going to be very interactive. I'm also going to talk to Klisk because I want to learn more. Klisk and I did a chat on a webcam. How many folks here actually saw that? We had technical... Okay, this gentleman. Okay, great. Thank you for watching. We did have some technical problems. We had some technical... Wait, what did you say? What did you shout at? Yes, you are the 1%, or maybe even 0.00001%. We had some technical difficulties, but we part of what I'm really enjoying about being here is learning more about this. And when Klisk and I got to speak during the web chat, I had just as many questions for him as he had for me. And I would like to also give you the sort of advance notice that towards the end of our panel, I'm going to ask for questions from you. But I also may ask you questions, so it's going to be very interactive in that way, as parties should be.
Absolutely.
Because this is not a panel. This is not a lecture. This is a... That's right, yes, okay. All right, well done.
So that would make it a party panel.
It's a party panel, yeah,
Yes.
I guess so. I also want to... There's a young lady out there that wasn't able to get into the hall, although she is here at Canterlot Gardens, who gave me this pony. Yeah, and I don't know if you can see, it says Party Hard, and there's a slice of pizza there. Pizza Supreme, no less, with flecks of green pepper, jalapenos, onion, pepperoni, and the bloody nose, of course. And this hair, I don't think that came like, this is custom made. So thank you again very much to the young lady who gave me this. This is like the greatest souvenir.
And the pizza, it's like your guitar, right?
Yes, it is. I have a guitar that is shaped like a slice of pizza because it's like the two best things ever combined together. To kick things off in a general way, I want to also do a little bit of a disclaimer. I don't know as much about ponies as most of you, and I'm not proud of that. I'm here with the hopes that I will learn more, and I'm humbled and very moved by the kindness and warmth that you've shown to someone who, in some ways, may be an outsider to this phenomenon. And you know what? There is no such thing as that. You're right, and that's what's so moving about this. It's already been one of the most intense experiences of my entire life, and that was just walking in through the lobby when I arrived. I feel like it's like a group of people that I can relate to in that they're like no one else. And that's the kind of person that I want to be and be around, people that aren't like anybody else. So congratulations on being individuals and part of a herd.
Well, these are the people where, when you walk into a room, they're going to be the people that accept you, and they're going to love you no matter what. And you better like it.
Yeah, because if you don't, no, it's true. And that's always the feeling that I wanted to get across through whatever I was presenting, in terms of entertainment and music. I had felt very left out at times. I was just talking about this the other day about bullies and jocks and tough guys and tough girls. There was a lot of very mean girls as well. They were pretty, which made it a little easier and kind of more complicated and confusing. But I was trying to explain this to a gentleman the other day. I didn't want to, get back at those people. I actually just wanted to try to make something that would invite all the people, even the people that didn't like me, or that I thought I didn't like, that we could all party together. And then you'd look at the person next to you and you'd be amazed that you were even in the same room with them and having so much fun together. And again, it's a spirit that's hard to describe, but it certainly can be described as friendship and kindness. And that is a magical thing. It's what makes life, worth living and certainly more tolerable. So well done in embracing an attitude which is not that easy sometimes to muster up, and then also encouraging other folks to engage in that. That's a really big thing. And it's not as simple as positivity. It's more a sense of joy, which I think is a more physical sensation. And when you listen to music you like, when you see a show that you like, when you think of a joke one of your friends said and it makes you laugh, that is a physical sensation as much as it is a mood or an idea or a thought. Your body feels different, and it's important to stay close to that. And the amount of joy that's being conjured up, in this room, let alone at the entire Canterlot Gardens event, it will spread throughout the whole universe. It's not going to be bottled up and kept here. It's going to actually make the whole world even better. And you should feel proud of that. That's a real achievement.
Everyone wants that sense of communal just togetherness, and that joy that comes with knowing that everyone that you are with is not only just together, but supportive friends, just that camaraderie, that friendship. And when you do that, what's going to happen is that other people are going to see that, and most likely most people want that in their life. It's just that they don't know how to obtain it. So if you have the courage to go out there and show people that that's the way to live life, that is exactly how they will also live life, and that improves the world in general.
It's true. I agree. It's a sense of playfulness, and unfortunately, a lot of times adults confuse growing up or becoming more mature with a sense of seriousness, a sense of sort of boringness, a sense of just stupidness, lameness. But really, the great thing about being an adult, and I remember this when I was younger, is you just have more power. And not power to do boring stuff, but power to play, like on even bigger levels. And it's very important to stay active and playful, especially as you get older. And I think that true success as an adult is just not so much growing up, but it's actually becoming like a super child. Yeah. And one thing that this panel was described a bit as what Pinkie Pie would do, or what would Pinkie Pie do, and also as how to make partying your job. Wait, what is your job partying and partying as fun as your job?
Yes.
Something about jobs and partying and fun. I am a professional partier, but it's not a job though. It's a privilege. And I would never look at it as an obligation other than except as an honorable duty to spread this feeling. Duty? But there's folks out there that I've talked to as well that have felt trapped in either a line of work or a job that they didn't really like so much. And that's even more reason to have other aspects of your life that are either pushing towards potential joy or giving you a flash, a moment, a brief experience of joy throughout what could be a very boring job. Because I did work a lot of jobs that were nauseating. Telemarketing, for example, which I did. Sorry. I probably did call some of you in here, and I do apologize for that. But it was always like, pushing forward to the hope of something else. And the idea of being able to do what I've gotten to do, which is just an incredible blessing, and it has a lot to do with luck, good fortune, people helping a huge amount to further my vision. It was always a sense that the crazier your dream was, the more realistic it was. And that's why I think, you got to believe really, 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 without a doubt, 100% in what you want to do, no matter how crazy it may seem. For example, this, to a lot of folks, perhaps even some of you, is pretty crazy. Like that this is even happening. But it's happening. It's happening. And it's the result of a lot of belief, a lot of action, and an incredible commitment, no matter how unusual or unlikely it would seem to be able to do any kind of convention, to do any kind of get-together. It is a huge achievement. And this should be, again, more proof and I hope encouragement that anything is possible. If I can be a professional partier and that Canterlot Gardens can exist, the first year at this level, that should be, again, encouragement that no dream is off limits. And when it feels crazy and the voice in the back of your head feels like it's telling you there's no way this is ever going to work, that's not how life is, you got to get into the real world, you got to come back down to reality, that's when you say, no! Say, no! No! I will do my dream! Thank you very much. Thank you.
And Andrew is absolutely spot on. I mean, Canterlot Gardens wouldn't exist if it wasn't for that mentality. He wouldn't be here if it wasn't for that mentality. And I mean, life is a risk, and you only live life once. So if you really have a dream and really have a goal, it's really important to do it.
Oh yeah. I don't know. People don't like the saying you only live once for some reason. I don't know. I have lived 30 different lifetimes. They've all been great. So you only live an infinite number of times. Let's put it that way. But what he's saying is, while you're here right now, go for it.
Well, that's the thing. I'm not saying that you live once in the sense that, after you die that you're not going to come back. But, you're here right now, so you have to make the best of it. And why not make the best of it and, do the best for the world and the community that you live in, honestly?
No, yes. I remember there's another thing that I think is so fantastic about this is the idea of community and individuality, and that you can have a community of individuals. You can have a group of people that are all very different or all very unique. You don't sacrifice your sense of individuality and specialness by being part of something bigger than yourself. And in fact, it's a humbling experience in a good way. I think it's like a good kind of solidarity, like Klisk was saying, to be part of something, even if it's just, like a neighborhood or something. It doesn't mean you're giving up a part of yourself. It's actually probably going to add to yourself and make you a bigger person. And this is really, to me, again, a very good example of that, because I don't think there's any doubt that everybody here is an individual and very unique and very special. But the fact that we choose to get together and celebrate our uniqueness together is really important, and has resulted in this. So well done again. Congratulations for making this, and thank you for coming here. You could have all been somewhere else today. You could even have been. Oh, you had no choice to. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh, well, yeah. I guess in that way, yeah. Your destiny. You have no choice. This was our destiny to be here. Our path. And that's a good thing. Oh, by the way, some nice group of folks came up right before we began and mentioned that they have some sweets set aside, some sweet eats. So at the end of our panel here, the panel, the party, some sweets will be there. Now, they did say I get first dibs, so I respectfully ask you to allow me to select my own sweet first. Before you take the rest, and then please do take the rest because we don't want them to go to waste. So thank you again to the folks. Where are those folks that brought the sweets? All right, there they are. Thank you for the sweets. Klisk, tell me about how you got involved doing this, because I'm very interested. Again, I would like to learn, maybe even become an honorary brony through this. You think I already am a brony?
Absolutely.
Well, that really does mean a lot to me, because I was telling Klisk, and we talked a bit about it during our web chat, I was a bit nervous because I didn't know as much about ponies as other folks, and because I hadn't, participated in an event like this before, and that really does mean a lot to me, again, how warm and welcoming you are, and I will learn from that and spread that attitude even further. Everyone is allowed to come to a party in my book, so you're all partiers as well. And included in my party.
This convention, this is a party, and that's why Andrew WK is here.
Yes, it is. It's not a convention. It's a party.
It's a huge party. That's
It's a
the
huge
entire,
party.
Yes, that's been the entire plan. That's the master plan. I've been deceiving you all. I'm very sorry. It's just that it's been a party. That's all I want to do is have a big party.
Klisk, I would ask, how did you first get into it?
I think like a lot of people, it was curiosity. You start to watch the show, you hear a lot about the show, and you hear a lot of great things about the show, and that's one of the most amazing things is how much the online community just really proved to everyone else how, I don't know, just compelling and how important the show was and how great the message was. And the message is something that I think a lot of people need in life right now. So, I watched an episode and then 2 episodes and then every episode in about 24 hours. And after that, yes, exactly. And after that, I think you just kind of fall in love with it, and the community just expands upon it and makes it even a more like in-depth and more just fantastic universe.
It keeps that feeling going even when the episode is done.
Absolutely.
Right. Because there's a lot of shows. I mean, I've watched a lot of TV shows and cartoon, animated shows, movies, but you don't necessarily come away with something where the next day you wake up and you're still thinking about it. That's a very rare phenomenon. To me, this is like music or like a marathon or something that once you're into it, it's going to take over your life in a good way. Maybe to the chagrin of other folks around you, potentially. No? Okay, good. Okay, good. Okay, very good. Also, I want to mention this gentleman over here is named Rocket. Is that correct?
Rocket to Insanity, yes.
Okay, Rocket to Insanity, which is a great destination. And he's going to shortly offer the microphone. So if you do have a question, I will ask you to raise your hand, and it could either be for me or Klisk, or even for anyone else here. This is, it looks sort of like an audience and a performer, but it's really just a big room full of partiers. So keep those things in mind, but don't ask any questions yet, because I have another question for Klisk. One thing that I've experienced, maybe now that I have been made a brony by your kindness, A lot of people, I never anticipated this, but when I started my own interest in this phenomenon and the show and ponies, people got very angry. And I was amazed, I was amazed how upset someone else would get about what someone else liked. They're jealous, that's what I thought.
Haters gonna hate.
I think they're answering for me.
What was that?
I think they're answering for me.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. But it reminded me a little bit though. When I was younger, I had a friend named Caroline. Really amazing lady who I've been able to stay in touch with. She would play with soldiers and actually dressed in full camouflage every day to school, which I realize now is pretty amazing. She was very committed. Camo pants and shirt. I don't think she ever went to the army though. But people were very confused, like why would a girl be into soldiers? And I had baby dolls and some toy horses and things as a child, and liked the way that the toys smelled, in addition to how I could trot them around, much like this. They do put fragrance in the plastic, right?
Yes,
Or
they do.
They do, right?
They must, because it always has a very distinct.
In fact, there's actually a line of G4 coming out with the smell. I think it's like peaches or something.
Okay. They do that in bowling balls now as well.
It's distinct but so wonderful.
It is, and it's it just, again, whatever you want to play with, it's okay. It's really okay, and it's not only okay, it's good. And I think this is actually this is a sign. I think this is a forward-thinking, advanced movement that's actually ahead of the curve. That as civilization progresses, adults learn that all kinds of play are allowed. That men can play with things that maybe a girl would play with. Adults can play with things that maybe a child would play with. And that it's, as long as it's focused on that joy, not only is it allowed, but it's actually helping the world. And it's a sign of advancement. So, again, you're ahead of the curve in that regard. Ho! 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 All right, good job. That was awesome. Should we take some questions now?
Absolutely.
And so the ritual is commenced.
Yes, rock it now. I'll let you choose who to do, because you got the mic.
How about the guy who's been standing up this entire time?
That's a good start. Yes, yes,
You in the
I
back.
like it.
Meet me halfway, dude.
And speak slowly, loudly, and clearly, please.
First, I'd like to say thanks, Klisk. Doing a good job. Don't work too hard. And
No, thank you for coming.
no problem. And what is your favorite Gundam series?
My favorite Gundam series?
Yeah. Gundam Seed
I want to say right now, and that's a great question, and thank you for even being aware of Gundam. This is an album. I recorded a rock and roll tribute album to celebrate the 30th anniversary of the Gundam franchise. It was only released in Japan. Yeah, but you can get it on illegal download worldwide. Please do.
Truly, the East was burning red.
Yes, sir, it was. But that goes for actually everything. I really support downloading. To me, it's just like radio. I made this music and all the stuff to be experienced, not to be bought or sold. The money will come from other things, you know, like burglary, robbery, embezzling, and Klisk.
And Chris.
But no, yeah, please always feel free. People, that's a common question I get a lot. So to answer that in advance, you can download anything, and I will be just very happy that you want it at all, whether you pay for it or not. And I really mean that. And this is my other disclaimer for this question. I can't pick favorites. I just don't. I can't. It's like I remember in the old days, I had a lot of stuffed animals. Well, 2 weeks ago, I still have the stuffed animal. I would rotate them in the bed. So that there would always be like one next to me, and the next day I would put the other one next to me because I didn't want them to feel left out, like I was picking favorites. And I don't like that. When it comes to joy and things that you like, it's all favorite. The whole thing is a favorite. But with that being said, I like Gundam in general. I'm not gonna pick a favorite.
And that album came out around the same time. You also released it was like a Japanese pop cover album.
Yes, the J-pop, the Japan covers,
Right.
which actually included the song I Senshi, a Gundam song, which is how the folks at Sunshine, or Sunrise, pardon me, Sunrise Corporation, found out and invited me to do the Gundam tribute album. So Japan is a very wealthy land when it comes to robots and mobile suits. Yes, they did. They built like a 300-foot tall mobile Gundam, which was quite intimidating and quite frightening. And it smoked and lit up at night, and I believe now it's been dismantled. Due to fear, just due to fear.
So, I've always wondered what your line tattoos are, like what they mean.
Well, thank you very much, and great clothes style, great fashion sense. I really like it, especially the scarf. Because who wants a cold throat? So yes, I do have some tattoos here that are in the shape of a line. And a friend of mine named Twig Harper, he had a tattoo around his wrist, I believe, that was shaped like a black band, kind of looked like a bracelet or a watch or something. And so I decided I wanted to have a tattoo like that. And I was going to do it myself using a sewing machine needle, taken out of the machine. Yeah, handheld sewing machine needle where the hole is in the tip, the sharp tip. And you wrap thread through that hole and then dip it in sterile India ink, which is purchasable at any art supply store. And then you begin to poke, 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 poke. And then I got really tired of poking. And that's how I ended up with this. So it took so long, I didn't go all the way around. It became boring sitting there doing it. It actually also hurt quite a bit. And then the next morning I woke up and tried again. And that was this one, which is very small. And then another one here. And there's actually a dot here. And then these ones are done professionally because I committed to the idea of a tattoo that didn't represent anything. It represented nothing. And then I realized that nothing is something, so it's a bit of a paradox, and that way I guess it represents that. Yes, sir! Okay.
Oh.
Another question.
Okay, and this is from.
Oh, and please stand up. Thank you.
Long-time listener, first-time caller.
Okay, thank you for coming. Also very good fashion sense.
Thank you. I would like to know your thoughts on actual ponies.
Oh, true ponies.
Real ponies.
Like a living beast. Okay.
Like one that you might ride.
Well, I noticed this, and maybe you guys have seen this too. Sometimes their heads, they look downtrodden. Now, I don't mean sad, but it's like their head is so huge compared to their height that it's like, you know how donkeys often, like, their head is down.
That's
Not-
because they're eating
Oh, okay. That's what it is. The oats and clovers and things.
grass.
You know, these are beautiful animals, okay? They're stocky. They're very strong. They have a thicker coat than a horse. Like, you guys are aware of that, right? Well, it's a fluffier, thicker coat, so now you know.
And knowing is half the battle.
Exactly. They seem friendly enough as far as I can tell. They're strong. You can ride them despite how small they are. And they can be used to carry bales of hay, packages, gifts, laden them down with belongings, essentially.
Assist blind people.
Wait.
Seeing eye horses, yes.
Oh,
it's a real
yes.
thing.
Okay, yes, that's true. I did see that. And I'm reminded of a great Seinfeld episode where Jerry was eating a nice dinner with his parents and some other family members, and he mentioned that he not only hates pony, he hates anyone who would even have a pony. And then, the elderly lady said, "I had pony," and she put him in his place. Take that, Jerry. All right, Rocky, let's keep it going. These are good questions.
Okay, the dude holding up his hat.
Yes, that is eye-catching.
Here, can you just...
Hi there, Mr. Andrew WK. First of all,
Hello, how are you?
I'm fabulous. But the question I had for you was, first of all, what is the craziest party that you've ever attended?
I know this, actually. And my friend, Aaron, is here with his family. Everyone say, hello, Aaron and his family. Hey! Now, we grew up together for the most part. I grew down for a little while. He grew up, then we traded. I was growing up. He grew down a little bit. But we did.
Sideways?
Yeah, well, that's how we've been going since then. We just decided not to go up and down, just take it to the horizon.
Happy medium.
And he lived in a strange house where there were a lot of shows, and it was a house that, you know, people like strangers would come to. And the older I've gotten, the more amazing and crazy it seems that this ever happened. There was one night where some toughies showed up. Sometimes they're referred to as skinheads. No, not all skinheads are racist, you know. So, yeah, some of them are sharps, and they're against racial prejudice, but they will still fight, so still got to watch out. Anyway, a bunch of crazy guys showed up, and I remember I had gone down to the basement where the bands were playing. When I came back up, the stairs were gone. There was a bike through the window, like the glass door. The cops were there, and you know, Erica, you might have even been at that. Yeah, she was there too. Oh no, that was from the basement. The stairs to the second floor were gone. Yeah, thank you. I should have clarified that. That was, and again, it's not my favorite party. It was the party I most felt frightened that I may get harmed by a skinhead. But my favorite party so far that I've ever been to is this one. Oh, and by the way, tomorrow at 3 p.m., I will be doing my autograph signing, you know, photos, all that stuff for like a full 2 hours. So I may not have time. It may not work today. But if you're here tomorrow, please do come to my signing at 3 p.m. Just wanted to remind you of that. All right, and thank you for that question, sir.
Okay, next question.
Can I hug you?
Yeah, okay.
You are a champion, my friend. Victory!
Victory! He's trotting, he's galloping, he's cantering. That was a great hug, by the way, too. Nice rib cage.
I gotta give it to the zebra print over here.
Okay, good call, good choice. Ooh. I saw this gentleman earlier.
Rhyme your question, sir.
That is too much to expect from me. I am sorry. Mr. NWK, I am very much admiring your music. You
Thank you.
inspire me to play the rock and roll piano. I think it is underutilized instrument. I very much enjoy it.
That's fantastic. Thank you
And,
for playing piano and keeping the instrument, vital.
Absolutely, I
It's
enjoy
quite
it
large.
very much. I forgot my flask. Give me my flask.
Yes.
Give it.
Give him his
Pass
flask.
it down. I must drink. Andrew WK, will you drink with me?
You want me to drink out of your flask?
If you want.
Or you mean a toast?
Toast. Yes, sir.
A toast. A toast to Canterlot Gardens.
To Canterlot Gardens.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go in the back now. Okay, yeah, Fluttershy.
Oh.
Andrew, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you very much for having me, and thank you for being here and being so lovely.
No problem. I have a gift for you. Is that okay?
I think so, yeah, as long
Okay.
as it's not a knife or a gun, poison. Here she comes, look at this. Here comes Fluttershy. Oh my goodness, it's a Pinkie Pie. This is fantastic. Thank you very much. And that reminds me, I must say, and I'm sure all of you have noticed it as well and are as thankful and as excited about it as I am. What beautiful, beautiful ladies have joined us at this convention, at this party. Thank you.
Okay, next question from the ServeBot.
ServeBot? Oh, there it is. A beautiful bot.
Hi.
Oh. Nice skull.
No, oh my God, this is embarrassing. I just want to say, I just wanted to ask, what's it like being on Cartoon Network? I'm a huge fan of Aqua Teen.
Yes.
I love the episode where Frylock gets cancer and you come to cheer him up.
Yes, I tried.
That episode is fucking rad.
Thank you. Yes.
And another thing is, when is Destroy Build Destroy coming back on?
Okay, these are great. Thank you. Two related Cartoon Network questions. First of all, Destroy Build Destroy was a TV series, a live-action TV series, a game show involving two teams of teenagers blowing things up. Yeah, and no one had ever made a TV show like that before, and I really appreciate Cartoon Network for taking that risk. The way I actually got that show, as the gentleman mentioned, was through the Aqua Teen Hunger Force appearance on Adult Swim. That was probably one of the, it was a moment where I couldn't believe it was happening. I kept thinking even though I did the voice, actually they didn't use my voice in it. Even when we made the song, I saw it, I just couldn't believe it was real. It was a real pinch me moment. Please don't pinch me though. Thank you. And it started probably a domino effect of fantastic joy that led eventually to Destroy Build Destroy. I thought that the way they drew me, it looked even more like me than I do.
It was super you.
Yeah, it was like a super version of me, and getting to record the Party 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 song with the folks, and that they actually included it on the movie soundtrack release as well. One of the greatest privileges of my life. Destroy Build Destroy, unfortunately, was canceled due to complaints from parents about the explosions. Yeah. And I can say that we never had anything even resembling an injury. The only thing that ever happened that was even kind of close to that was that a child who wasn't even on the show, he was like the brother of one of the contestants, he ate too many pieces of licorice and became ill and vomited. And it looked intense because it was very red. But yeah, there was a lot of complaints from mostly mothers, for whatever reason, that the show was too violent and that kids shouldn't do explosions. But I hope that someday every weapon and every kind of violent act is only used on TV just for the sake of excitement on a show like that. And thank you for asking about that. But you can still see the show on iTunes, and there's clips on YouTube and all kinds of stuff. And it was one of the great experiences. I had so much fun doing that show.
I think, like you said earlier, legal downloading.
Yes, please. Please. Yeah, there's no mega upload anymore, right? Kim.com? A toast to Kim.com. Kim.com. I don't want to pour it out.
Shiver me timbers. There be videos on the page.
Yes, Rocket.
I want to ask, are you going to watch My Little Pony now that you have come to this and seen how exciting this all is and how excited we all are because of it?
I have been watching it, and I will continue to, and watch it even more. And thank you. There was one special clip I saw, and I mentioned this to Klisk. Does this ring a bell to anybody? We can save these crystal ponies. Does anyone know who these crystal ponies are?
No.
Okay, well, that's another reason to keep watching for me as well. These beautiful crystal ponies. Choose wisely, Rocket. Choose wisely.
Okay, you in the jacket.
Yes. Ho!
Silva!
Hello, Andrew WK.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. You are the king of partying.
Oh, thank you very much.
Parties.
Thank you.
I am a huge partier myself. In fact, I'll be performing later tonight
Yes,
at the
I heard
Power
that.
Hour.
Yes.
And my question is, because I know there's a lot of huge partiers in here, right?
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So my question to you is, with all of the intense partying that you do professionally, and because I know that you enjoy very much, how does one, before he parties, how does one prepare to enter these parties? How does one prepare to enter this realm of excitement?
This realm, oh, yes. I'm a big fan of realms in general. I also like areas, places, locations.
Vortexes?
Yeah, vortexes, of course. Coordinates. Yeah.
Black holes?
You know, I haven't entered a party in almost 12 years now since the party hasn't stopped. So like I entered and it's just kept going. There was a time when I used to try to remember like what it was like not to party. It was boring. I remember that. Kind of sad as well. And I don't want to ever go back there again. And I realize now and feel confident that life will never go back to normal, and I wouldn't want it to be any other way. So keep your mind on that. All you have to do is prepare yourself to be receptive to fun, to be receptive to joy. It goes beyond being open-minded. It's being like a magnet. You know, you want to be a magnet to fun and good vibes.
Thank you.
And have a great show tonight.
Woo! Are you going to be there?
Well, what time are you playing?
11:15.
Oh, okay.
All right, thanks.
I just saw this. It's a death metal rainbow dash.
Oh, wow. Holy cow.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, how are you? What's going on?
Pretty fine.
All right.
There we go.
Oh! Wow, that is hardcore. Got some spike bracelets on the hooves.
Yes. Hey, I saw you recently on a Red Eye.
Yes.
And they've had episodes before where they were somewhat negative towards the community. Did they ever say anything to you about it, like after the show or anything?
No, and I wasn't even aware of that. I'm sorry to hear that. I will take that up next time I go see them and give them a lot of hell. I will. They have no right to say that. And Klisk, we talked about Howard Stern. Howard Stern, you know, I tweeted him, you know, after he did that episode and said, you're out of your mind. And, you know, Klisk, you had some very interesting comments, though, on his perspective. Can you share that again? Because I thought it was uplifting.
Well, I think the one thing everyone has to remember about Howard Stern, he's kind of making fun of himself. This is the same guy where, you know, you mentioned Spider-Man, and he could mention the issue, the page number, and a specific detail about Spider-Man, but yet he'll make fun of, you know, other people who are into comic books.
Right, so it's not so much a personal thing, it's just he's trying to make good radio and have a laugh, perhaps at himself.
I do think he's making fun of himself in a lot of ways, because, I mean, how do you know, like, a little detail, like, you know, what happened to, you know, Batman's fingernail in issue 300 of the third series back in 1987, in the alternate reality.
That's what I think it is.
And exactly.
And we've
is
seen
a
that,
closet brony.
right? Though doth protest too much, right? So maybe we can encourage these folks, including the red-eye people. I'm going to convert them all next time I go on the show, and I'll tell them that you sent me. Thank you for that.
Okay.
There's a lot of people to choose from here.
I am seeing a lot of pointing fingers.
Yes.
But
A lot of fingers are pointing. There's a
okay.
middle finger pointing.
Yeah, let's get this party started. You talk a lot about joy being shared across the world. Can you share with us a moment that you've experienced just absolute joy?
Other than today.
Other
yes.
than today. Other than Canterlot Gardens.
Well, yesterday, actually. It's true. You know, I'm very fortunate. No, it's true. I get to, my work is very diverse. People ask, what's your routine? There is no routine, and I worked very hard to get it that way. There's nothing wrong with routine. I guess not having a routine has become a routine in a way. Yesterday, I went to a college in Pennsylvania, rather rural part of Pennsylvania near Wilkes-Barre, and spoke to some folks there about partying. And unfortunately, that same week, 4 young people had committed suicide. And, it was a moment, not to bring it down, of course, but it was a moment where the importance of joy and the importance of having something to live for never seemed more powerful or necessary. And you know, again, it was only yesterday, but I can say it changed my life, and I've brought that spirit here today, and will continue to. You know, cheer people up. It's a really, it actually can, it works. You know, and people, you know, always give yourself credit too, because if you find positivity in something else that someone's done, or a show, or a song, also give yourself credit, because you're extracting that joy from the thing. You know, it's a two-way street, and the fact is, though, it really is a magical, mystical process, and we can make each other's lives better, and we should use that power wisely and for good.
You, the Big Mac over by the mirror.
Well, there's a nice gentleman there. What is this character?
Big Macintosh.
I'm learning.
I'm learning.
Yeah, it's that pony.
Okay. Oh, yeah, right, okay.
Okay, my question, it takes a tiny bit of explanation. You may or may not know that Pinkie Pie has a cannon that she can pull from anywhere called her party cannon.
With the confetti.
Yeah, it can fire a whole party. My question is, if you had a party cannon, what would it fire?
Are you sure he doesn't have one?
I think I may have a party cannon right here. Shall we fire this?
Fire the cannon! 3! Wait.
Okay, hold on. I gotta figure out how it works now.
Okay, and guys, get ready to.
Wait, which way is it go?
Okay, everyone, we're gonna have a countdown, so just wait patiently.
Does it go that way?
Yeah, it's gonna go that way.
Okay.
Okay.
Or this is gonna be horrible and you're gonna no.
Shall I begin the countdown, sir?
Yes, from number 33.
24, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Gather!
That rocks. And thank you. Who gave me this? Thank you.
Okay, I'm seeing a skull head over there. I'll do
Yes.
that.
Beautiful skull.
Okay, this is gonna be weird.
Remember, no one here would have a head without a skull. Always be thankful for that. Thank you, skull.
All right. I
Yes.
have to know.
Speak up, please.
All right. I have to know from the mind of the party king, what would your words be to the kid in the corner?
Does that mean you?
No, just you're at a party and you see a kid not talking,
Oh.
scared alone in a corner. What would your words be to him?
It's totally fine to be in the corner. It is, because I oftentimes at parties, I would go to corners. Maybe it was a little cooler there. I was overheating. It's comfortable. You can lean against two walls at once. Maybe it's a bit darker. But, I actually have struggled with shyness, a long time. And one of the greatest things I learned was that it's okay. You don't have to push yourself out if you don't feel like it. You can do and feel however you want to feel. And when the moment's right for you to go out and go out of your comfort zone, you can. But never pressure someone who doesn't want to do what you want them to do. It's a really bad vibe. And that's not party. Yeah. That was a great question, though. And that's a real sincere answer. Let people be, let them be.
Okay, next one to that guy in the glasses in the front.
Yes. Wait, which guy in glasses?
Yeah, him right there. He
Oh,
just
wow.
stood up. Yeah. This guy. This guy.
Are you wearing a wig, sir? Oh, okay.
No, he's just awesome.
It's a good, many people would wish to have a wig that looked like that.
It was a result of Mohawk Mother's Day a few years ago.
Okay.
Cut her hair into mohawks and Santa Monica moms. She was pleasant when she first. First of all, I just would like to thank Andrew and Clisk for doing this. I also want to thank everyone who's putting this Canterlot Gardens thing together. I feel like we should just all give them a hand.
It's a lot of hard work.
They're doing an awesome work, so
Thank
we
you.
can all have fun. This is sort of actually a two-part question. Are you going to be partying hard later, and can we all join you in partying hard later?
Yes, I will continue to party hard. I'm also going to eat a supper. I would like it to consist of ham. Again, also, the best time is going to be tomorrow at 3 if you want to party with me. But keep your eyes peeled. Well, not literally. Keep your eyes open. Yeah, because that would hurt like peeled grapes. But I will be around, so yeah, say hi and say hello.
We'd like to buy you a drink later
Oh,
as well. So.
thank you very much. Appreciate that. Thank you, sir.
Okay, you in the front.
A nice gentleman here.
Hello there, good sir.
Hello, how are you?
I'm curious. What is your philosophy on success?
Oh, that's a great question. Okay, yeah. Well, first, it's hard to define success. Sometimes people have asked me, how do I become a successful musician, or what advice would you have to someone who wants to be a successful artist? And I've always said, well, do you play an instrument? They said yes. I said, do you enjoy it? And they said yes. I said, you're a successful musician. Do you like drawing? Then you're a successful drawer. Making money from something is very different. You know, there's a lot of people that are you know, and oftentimes the most famous and highly acclaimed humans weren't necessarily making a lot of money doing what they did back then or even now. That's a very different thing. That's called being successful at making money. But you know, being a successful person is being yourself all the way every day and never looking back. And partying hard, yeah.
Well. Okay, next question from Scouts Honor in the back over there.
Ooh, yes. Getting diverse. And meet them halfway.
Okay.
Meet them halfway. Good eye, Rocket.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Good. If you ever got the chance, would you want to guest star in MLP?
Of course. Of course. And please, if you have any ability to make that happen, yeah, please. Okay, so maybe I can, you know, talk to them tomorrow. I don't know. What would they do? Invent a pony for me? Like this one? Oh, jeez. Yeah, I would like that. You know, I've learned so much about partying. You know, people say, "Oh, Pinkie Pie is like the pony version of you." I say, no, I'm the human version of her, you know. And it's an honor. I've learned a lot from this pony. And you know, I never would have thought I could have been on Aqua Teen Hunger Force, so it doesn't seem that crazy to think that maybe, just maybe, we could at least imagine me being on My Little Pony. Friendship is magic.
I think this pin alone might make that possible.
Really? Okay, well, hey,
it's possible.
I would, you know, it's hard to even imagine, but I would be very happy about it.
Who knows? Maybe you can do a duet with Mr. Yankovic.
One of my idols for sure.
To the girl with the red bow.
Yes.
Rose bow thingy.
Look at this. Beautiful rose bow.
Hi. Oh.
Hello. How are you?
I'm only shy when I talk to people as awesome as you. So
Wow.
I'm usually like the party girl too, but then it's just like, hi, you're awesome. Okay.
You're very kind.
All right.
I appreciate that.
All right. I'm trying to not cry because I'm so emotionally awkward. But going on. All right. The question is, for every episode, the pony has to write a letter to Princess Celestia telling a lesson about what they learned. If, for some reason, Spike comes to your door and asks you to write a letter to Princess Celestia about everything that you've learned about your life in just one letter, what would you write?
Dear Princess Celestia, I learned a lot of different things.
What I learned in boating school is?
Some of which are, I enjoy pizza. I enjoy ponies. I enjoy parties. Thank you.
The 3 P's of success.
And that's it. And that's enough for anybody, for any young man. That's enough for any young man to go out and make it in this world. Ponies, pizza, and parties. Pizza really is good, right? Is anyone here not like pizza? I'm just curious. No, I have a friend named Steve Kenny who doesn't like cheese. You used to hate pizza. Now, why was that? Rocket, can we get the mic to this young man here? Because this is unusual. Most young folks love pizza. And what is your name, sir?
Joey.
Joey, hello. Hello, Joey.
Hello, Joey.
That was a bit, don't be scared by that. That was a bit intense. Now tell us about your pizza experience. Well, you didn't like it at first, and why was that?
Well, I was so greasy.
Okay. That's true. Where were you getting pizza from? Because that sounds like maybe it was. Where?
Teresa's.
Teresa's? Okay. And where do you live, Joey? Not the address, but just the.
Aurora.
What land? What realm?
Aurora.
Where?
Aurora.
Aurora, Illinois. Aurora, Indiana. Aurora, Ohio. Okay, sorry about that. How many people here live in Ohio? Oh, wow.
Wow.
Okay, how many people don't? How many people don't live anywhere and are homeless? Okay. Well, you know, you have a home, I guess, for a couple days here at Canterlot Gardens.
Okay.
We
got like 5 minutes.
Okay, yeah, 5 minutes. Joey, I want to say thank you again because Joey here was actually, one of the first folks that arrived at the lecture today, came right up front and said, what was it? He said he wanted to punch me in the face with excitement. So thank you, Joey. You've done it. You won. Joey won. Thank you, Joey. I think one more question.
You should pick. This is the last
Oh,
question.
wow.
You have the honor. I am pawning it off on him.
Oh, yes. This one with the beautiful hat. Yes. Good choice.
Okay, to the Pinkamena hat. Oh, wait, which one? Wait.
No, this lady, yeah.
Oh, this one. Oh, I didn't.
Oh, we gotta do two more. We gotta do two more then. I apologize.
Okay.
So you go first. No, you go first. Yeah. Thank you. I'm sorry about that.
I'm terribly sorry. Okay. Hi.
Oh,
Hello.
sorry. I thought you were a woman. I apologize. That's happened to me a lot as well with the long hair.
Oh man, I get mistaken all the time. Don't
You know,
worry.
that's why I
Okay.
grew the beard.
Okay, so I as well as Silva and as well as all these awesome Brony musicians here, we're Brony musicians. We get inspired from the show and do all that jazz and stuff like that. So I want to think because I love you, I love your music, and I love all that.
Thank you very much.
But I also respect you a lot as a musician, and I want to ask your opinion on like what do you find about like the Brony musicians who get inspired from the show? How do you feel about like stuff like that?
I think any place you can get inspiration at all is golden. You know, any way that you can muster up motivation to do anything in this world, let alone make music, is golden. The things I've seen, for example, the fan videos. We talked about the cupcakes video. I know it's controversial. It's quite gruesome. Anything that allows you to stay up, you know, for more than 12 hours at a time and do some work, then you know, it should be cherished. And the fact that you're finding motivation enough to even be here, let alone make music, don't let go of that. You know, I think it's fantastic.
I definitely will not.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, our last question. It's the other hat, right, Klisk? Which?
Go for it.
Oh, there is the hat. That's the hat.
How about a game of disappearing hats?
Hi, Andrew. I must say it's very nice to, get to sit here and listen to everything you have to say, because that mentality of how you live your life with your music and everything, how you do it because you love to do it and not because of money, that's the same way I live. So I just think it's fantastic. But anyways, my question is, what is your opinion on Derpygate?
Oh.
You mentioned this to me. We did talk about Derpy, who's just the character, the background character with the crazy eyes and
You know, Klisk had taught me about Derpy because that was a trivia question that we used.
Yeah, it was one of the trivia questions.
To award a
last
prize during our web chat. What's Derpygate?
Well, there was a. Should I get into this? I know.
I can maybe sum it up.
Well, I mean, to sum it up.
Wait a second. I think I'm confusing it. Is Derpygate something else? I thought it was how parents wanted to get Derpy off of the.
Yeah.
Is that it? Because they thought that it was making fun of retards or something? Yes. Okay, then yes.
You know, this reminds me. That.
I'm sorry. I'm completely sorry.
Retarded, not yeah. Mentally challenged.
Well, it was just a misunderstanding.
This is a good way to end. You know, I appreciate this. This is a good note to end on. It's a good high point, like a client. It's all been building to this. This is good. So thank you for that. Save the best. You went and saved the best for last. From what I understand, from what Klitzka's told me, and from what I've seen, Derpy rocks. So that's what I have to say. It's a great vibe. It's detail. You know, God is in the details. Many gods are in the details, and you know, some other gods from above and from below. And if you can spot those things, it adds depth and richness to life. You know, look around for the Derpies in your own experience. You know, see the things that are going on in the background in life in general. You know. Take a look. Think twice. Think thrice. Thrice. Fifes. Sice. Sice. All right, and that concludes our lecture. Thank you very much.
You're putting us around, doing about an hour and a half.